evening, everyone, and welcome back to Pandaria. We are just going to get stuck in with some of these quests. Obviously, a lot of these we would have already done, so we're going to try and fire through it as swiftly as possible. So let's just get stuck in. Toya here. It shows off on another one of his adventures, and this one requires a big order of jade. I'm going to have to call in some favours. How about in the meantime, you introduce yourself to some of the locals. Kai Wonderbrew is a good guy to know as Master Windfur. Oh, and say hi to Pagey. Golden Draft up the inn. Between the three of them, you should get the feel of life in Dawn's Blossom. So we need to speak with Kai Wonderbrew, Master Windfur, and Pagey Golden Draft in Dawn's Blossom. Sure, we can do that. Ooh. The Emperor's Burden Part 1. We'll go and have a look at that. Wish we were able to tame and use fish. That would have been great. Terrapine just hanging out in the water there like it's nothing. 10,000 years ago, the day Xiaohao was crowned Emperor of Pandaria, he followed the tradition of all the emperors before him and sought the counsel of the great water speaker of the Jinyu. With a light heart, the young emperor stood before the prophet and awaited to hear what he presumed would be good news. The water speaker listened to the song of the great river, but his eyes widened with terror. From the Book of Burdens, Chapter 1. As the water speaker saw before him, a kingdom of sorcerers surrounded a great well, and from this well they called forth a host of demons. Green fire rained from the skies, and all of the world's continents shattered. Terrified by the vision presented before him, Emperor Xiaohao realized that he was not to live a life of luxury. From the humble town of Dawn's Blossom, this journey to save Pandaria began. Alright. Also, there's just a cool looking crane there as well. It's kind of sick. Now, we'll just keep going with a lot of these quests. Everything I know about cooking. Yeah, sure. Deliver the letter of Sung Shinaipo. He teaches in Half Hill Market. We can absolutely do that. I was thinking of doing some cooking, but we need basic stuff before we can do anything else. Kai Wonderbrew. Grab you, buddy. Brewmaster Wonderbrew, at your service. I travel the Jade Forest in search of only the finest of ingredients for my brews. Unlike the high and mighty Golden Drafts at Dawn's Blossom, they have their big brew house for mass producing, which is fine, you know, if you enjoy drinking swill. And he's interested in our armor, so we will get rid of some of the stuff that we have here. We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. We'll be keeping them over here, absolutely. No idea what the gumweed will do because we can't use it anymore, so we'll get rid of it. The pupa will give us well fed and 100 hit. It's better than what we got, but still requires another 3 levels. Alright, let's keep going. Also, actually, hang on.
These are what matter most.
Oh, we could get those shoulders. Anything else that's underleveled? The leggings. That's also underleveled. That's good. That's, yeah. I'll tell you what, we'll pick up some bits and bobs here. And there's a crossbow that we could have got instead. But we don't need that now. Sorry, was wearing a hoodie, and it was quite warm in here. We've been having quite a warm spell over the last couple of days. Definitely need them. So we're going to grab that and that. That. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Pop that on, pop that on. Pop all of them on, and then make sure that that is the same as that.
The wonders of Pandaria.
There we go. So we don't need that anymore.
Life is to be savored.
I'll move that over here. So they kind of cross over on each other. better. Overall looks a bit more like a set now. That's good. Alright, let's keep looking for people. So we've got a stable master over there, which is a very useful person to know. Can't get up those stairs. Let's try that. There we go. Much better. It's Pagey.
Hello.
Alright, we're going to make this in our home first. So, you're the stranger Cho was talking about. Welcome to Dawn's Blossom. I'm Pagey Goldendraft, and my family makes only the finest brews in Pandaria. Unlike those wonder brews who keep slinking around ruining the good name of brewmasters everywhere. I think I even spied the young one eyeing my daughter. Can't have that. Golden drafts or wonder brews do not mix. There is a Grummel here that we can't interact with yet, and there's Bolo the Kegmender who we can't talk to either. Or we can talk to them, but they just won't give us anything. Okay. I'd like to go through. So we got Huma, Arcturus, Terrapine, Lacanahak, and a Russian. It's good I went through here. I just want to take a couple out. Keep Huma, keep Terrapine. In fact, I think it's Huma's turn. There we are. I like the fact that we've had Huma all this time. He's such a simple model, but you know, he works for me. All reliable. Guardian of the Dawn, who we could attack if we wanted to, but we won't. Okay, I click with that with the left click as opposed to the right click, otherwise we'd be screwed. And here is Master Windfur, who's the mayor. So you're the creature who gave the Jinyu the courage they needed to stand their ground against the Hosen. Such courage is something we do not have. We have not seen in some time. I welcome you to our humble home. They're also guardians of the dawn. We'll leave them alone. Sweet. Oh, we got some more quests down here. Of course, Old Man Misty. My sight has long since faded, but when the wind is right, I can still smell the blossom in Nectar Breeze orchard, as if it were in my own palm. Today, though, their fragrance is muffled with smoke. Please, if you're able, check in on the orchard and see that things are okay. Perhaps my old nose is playing tricks on me. You'll find the orchard in the southwest beyond the statue of the Jade Serpent. Speak with Shan the Defiant. We should do that. We did that quite late last time, so we should do that. There's also Apprentice Yuffie, who, if memory serves, will take us to a place that we barely did anything with. So let's talk to her. People come from all over Pandaria to train at the Tian Monastery. There it is, just to the north of here. Probably because they never turn anybody down. They'll accept Jinyu, Hosen, or even a foreign human like you. My childhood friend Lin just joined the monastery's order a few weeks ago. If you're interested in learning how our monks train, maybe you should talk to her. Talk to Lin Tenderpaw at the Tian Monastery. I tell you what, first thing we need to do is hand in that quest, and then we'll head down to Nectar Breeze Village and get started with that quest line. I really should have gone through and made a note of where we had already been, just so we don't end up overdoing it. Good. You're going to fit just right. I'm going to keep looking for Jade. May want to ask around and see if anyone could use a hand. Yep, I'm aware there are quests here, but we are going to make our way. I guess we can get to Pardon Village. So if we go Pardon and then move up, we may be able to get that Serpent's Overlook flight path, and then there's for Half Hill Market thing that we've got nothing on. That's fine. As well as that, we also have the possibility of finding a pet here. Now, what I think I have is, well, what I would like is a pet called Glimmer. And Glimmer is a water strider, and if memory serves, they have a path that starts somewhere round there where those trees are. I remember there's some gorillas, but I think that's about it. So what I'm going to do is I'll have it on the bit at the bottom here on my phone, ready to go. And I'll keep my eyes out for it. Now, we can go back to Stormwind there, which is great, but we don't want to. We want to go that way direction, so we use the horse this time. Can we go around this? Oh, we can almost. Yeah, almost. That's not... I mean, it's something. At least the horse can swim. Okay, so, unlike any of the other hunter pets, they won't just be wandering around. We'll need to actually find them. They have a path that they will travel, and we'll see that path with little footprints that will be on the floor. Oh, excuse me. Those footprints will dictate where they are and where they are going. Alright, here we go. That is the big lad, but we won't worry about that. Shouted Defiant. It's a good thing you came along. I could not resolve this alone. Yeah, fair enough. An air of worry. If you come to speak with my fists, take your place in line. Otherwise, I could use your help. Wow. Defiance. The damn Mogu hit us out of nowhere. Anyone they don't kill on sight is being dragged away into the woods. This is our only safe house, and it's all I can do to hold the door. What do you say, friend? Are you willing to stand up and fight for the weak? Yeah, sure. Kill 8 Gormali raiders and 8 Gormali incinerators in Nectarbreeze Orchard. And then the people of this village are simple farmers, not fighters like you and I. Still, they are stubbornly defending their homes as best they can. Search the village for anyone still in their feet and tell them to rally here at Hane's place. Speak with 5 Nectarbreeze farmers around Nectarbreeze Orchards and send them to the safe house. You got it. There's also someone else here.
Tell me of your trouble.
You're the first person to come through that door who isn't in shock, injured, or both. I hope that means you can help. Sure. They may not be weapon masters, but many of these farmers can wield a simple hoe or a rake as an extension of their own will. That mastery, coupled with the right motivation, could muster the forces capable of standing against the Mogu. If you bring back some tools from the orchard, I can distribute them to everybody willing to fight. Oh, excuse me, again. Retrieve 6 orchard tools from Nectarbreeze Orchard, sure.
Your eyes and heart.
Spitfire, I remember this from last time. We've tended these orchards and make cider from their nectar for generations. In that time, we've learnt a special trick for putting out fires in a pinch. It pushes a jug of cider into your hand. The cider itself, when mixed with crushed ginger leaf and saliva, quickly becomes sticky and viscous, perfect for smothering flames. Please, whilst you're out there, try and get the flames under control. I've already mixing it with ginger leaf, just swig and spit. So we'll get ourselves some nice hands, use the Nectarbreeze cider to pull out 12 fires. You've got it, we should be able to do this, no problem. Now, let's get this guy. Do you remember how long it took with the druid? We'll see how long it takes now. I'll give you a little bit of healing, we'll get that going. What? Oh wow, okay. Wow, okay, yeah, he's fucked us up there. Oh, quite a lot fucked us up. We're getting into half health, but... I'm going to do that so he leaves us alone. But he is still... Is he healing? No, he's going down still. The serpent sting is still doing him damage. We'll revive the pet. Oh no, 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 no. sneaky about it, but as soon as I saw him starting to do stuff... Oh, here's Serpent's Outlook. How do we even get up here? Is there a way to get up here? You know what, let's use this opportunity. There is a path. Down. Oh, it's here. And then you just... Well, there is no way. Okay, fair enough. Let's get back. Hopefully, because it's an elite, it might still keep the amount of damage that it's taken, but I'm not too certain. Well, it has. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Humar's ready to go. Get him. He's almost gone. Oh, I can kill that. Get in. Hey, it only took one death this time. That is fantastic. Right, I probably could have done better if I had used the other stuff. Orchard Tender's leggings. We will take that. Ooh, Humar, you right? Don't go in there. Where's my dog? Oh god, we don't know. Get to Hanne's house, it's safe. It's Raider. Alright. Yeah. Shame to be sure, but we got back there quite quickly. We just took a couple of attempts. And I didn't use like Bestial Wrath or anything like that, or traps. Probably could have been helpful if I remembered. But that's alright. Okay, we'll spit out some of this fire. No? Gotta be closer. Right, you are. Let's try that. There we go. Alright, you don't panic, make your way up there. You get up there. You get up there. Kill all these guys whilst we still can, and we'll look for some of those tools as well. I see one over there. Does that not count? No, I guess it's a temporary fire, so... Speaking of... And we'll tell you to get up there, it's safe up there. Good. You're all glittery, there's nothing else glittery behind you. Spit on that. Doing that. 50% chance to miss. That's also useful to know. Get to the house. Good. Alright. Don't know where the dog is. That's all the raiders we need. Got to put out some of these fires. There's also the incinerator. You go and sort that out. In fact, you go and stealth up and sort that out. Never mind. Bad incinerator. We'll put that out here. There we go. You make your way up there. Either I'm being thick or I can't find any of these. There it is. And one. Put out the fire. Whole town is gone. Yep. I'm not going to tell you where to go because I don't need to. And you There's 2. More incinerators whilst I get this. Oh, we really need it. There we go. Anything else? You? Yeah, we'll get you. There we go. Awesome, nice and easy. Misty Morning wrist guards as well. Oh, that reminds me. They're male, and they're better than what we got. We'll pop them on. The trousers are leather, and they're not really what we need. Pop that up there. That's good. That's very good. I think that's all of them. It's just the tools, and we only need one more. Can we do it without alerting this guy? No, we cannot. But we'll get him either way. Before he's even halfway through casting his spell. Let's get back. The elite's not back yet, but that's okay. Right, Defiance. Nice work, but there are more to be done if we're to save this village, okay? And they're inside, shaken but alive, thanks to you. Brilliant. Gentle Mother Hane. Okay. Until recently, the Mogu in this region had been content to ambush travelers in the woods. This raid was different. They are organized, filled with purpose. Alright, well there's the tools. Were there any tools left? Yep. There are no hunters among us, but we'll fight to protect our loved ones, that's fine. Any survivor came in moments ago. A survivor came in moments ago and said the flames are beginning to die down. We owe you our very way of life, stranger. I cannot possibly reward you adequately, but please take this. Sure. Traumatized nectar breathes Sparma. First, before the war cries, we heard the trees groaning, creaking, and finally crashing down as the Mogu cut their way through the woods. They were making the return trip easier. They're dragging our friends back down that path to the ruins west of the village. Those ruins have been empty for years. Our children play there. Why would the Mogu come back to them now? Follow the path of fallen trees to the northwest corner of Nectarbreeze Orchard and find the Mogu Regulars camp. Was there something upstairs as well, or is that just my imagination? It was your imagination. Get rid of this guy for him. Alright. Let's make our way over. Also going to try and keep my eyes out. Ooh, hello. Lovely. Yeah, we're looking for small, little footprints in the floor. Uh-huh. Is that him? I think that's him. Over here. This doesn't look like a quick snatch and run. They're setting up for something big. Can you see him, Sparrow? Farmers from the orchard tied up and under inspection. Being hauled off in chains, the Mogu value strength above all else. Anyone deemed fit for work will be sent to toil under their cruel whips. And for the others, well, let's not waste any more time. So we need to set 10 captured Nectarbreeze farmers free in the camp. And, thanks to you, there's a small militia of farmers hiding nearby. Hane said something about giving them liquid courage, which I'm pretty sure means they're sourced and angry. The Mogu will think they can walk all over us, but we'll give them a fight that will open their eyes. Follow the trail through the ruins and down to the beach. Find their leader. When you engage him, we'll be there to back you up. So we need to kill Subjugator Gormal. And we'll get ourselves a idol, which is very cool. Because it will give us a bit more haste. It's something. Okay, let's see. We'll get... Oh, well, I knew that may happen. That's fine. Oh. This might also be our first encounter with vigilant, which will be very good. Temple of Ambraces of the Sorcerer. We can't use that. Unbind those farmers. You're welcome, guys. Have a bit more. You come over here. Yeah, we are flying through this a lot faster than we were. A lot faster. And we'll get you. We'll get you. We'll get you both. Lovely. There's another 3 to be saved. Yeah, 2 more left, and we've got enough of the guys over there. Buff's a buff. There we go. 9, 10. Large gorillas.
Greetings.
Oh, hi, how you doing? You alright? We may be closer than I thought to Glimmer. Okay, let's make our way down to the beach. There he is. Ready? Umar's still here? Yeah, go. We'll do that. We'll drop a snake trap. We don't need to, but you know, we could. Meet you back at the camp. You got it. Wait for these snakes to go. And also look for footprints. It's a question. How would we know? Aha, that's how we'll know. Oops. I was going to say, how would it even get down here? But I reckon that's probably going to be the way to get down here. Now you may be thinking, why the fuck would I even bother with a pet like this? Well, this is the main reason. So we can go on water a lot easier. Okay. Because Glimmer is a water strider, which means that when you have the water strider as a pet, you'll be able to engage its services, as it were, in order to just walk on water. It's a very cool little trait. There we go. We don't need that gorilla. It's getting in the way, so we're looking for muddy footprints. I don't know what they'd be called. I know it's not quite a Wild Hunt episode, but as I say, I'd like to spend a little bit of time trying to find where they would be, if I could. Is that it? No. It'd be an invisible thing as well. Ooh. Is that it? No, that can't be. That's just... Aha! Flooded tracks. Perfect. there's another one. Wait, hang on. Right, there's a reason for this. Give me a sec. These gorillas are fucking tough as well. Like, I wasn't expecting them. We've had a fucking Mogu fight easier than this. Right, where is it? Here. There's a flooded track. It's facing that way, so we need to go this way, right? And then there's another track. There's two. There's another track that's going that way, but another one that's going that way. Interesting. Let's follow these tracks, because they're the one we found first. That's a rock. Oh, here's the thing we were looking at earlier. I've lost that track. You know what? Actually, I'll tell you what. When we get to level 86. Wait, no, it's yeah. When we get the quests to start making our way to Valley of the Four Winds. When we hit 86, actually, we should do Krasarang. We do what we want to do. We do what we want to do. Actually, to be honest, there's not really been. I mean this in a polite way. There's not really been any comments saying if people want. There's another one. If they want specific things. Going this way. Okay, let's hand this in. We'll do this later, I think, with a bit more research. Unbound, the Pandaria subjected to Mogul rule in ancient times will never let it happen again. Damn right. This is extremely unsettling. If Mogul are banding together like this all over the continent, it could be a major threat to Pandaria. There's my idol, and there is the Nectarbreeze Orchard storyline done. I'll have to look through, actually. Because if I look through the achievements of Thundercall, we should be able to see which storylines we completed. And then from there I can cross-reference that. That's a great idea. Okay, give me a sec. I'm going to write that down. Use achievements to track storylines and make sure we don't easily repeat them. There we go. It's a future note to future me. Alright, now where to next? We're not going to worry about the prints are good because it means that it's out here somewhere. I just don't know where. I see that the prints are there. I don't know, is it follow the prints until something rocks up or what? I don't know. If that's the story for Nectarbreeze Village, we should go to Tian Monastery. But if we can easily find a way up here, then that I feel would be better. Jump that, and it was up there. That's all we need to do is jump up there. Yeah, because I can see the buildings are so close. Okay, up a little. No. Okay. I don't think there's another way round, but we'll have a look into it anyway. That's a good question, actually. Hang on. There are these guys down here. If I tame one of these, I wonder if it'll have the same thing, so I can see what it is all about. We'll just straight out tame it. It'll probably give us a couple of hits, but it won't be too bad. Still water. Infuse all party raid members with vigilant and still water. Increase their spell power and their crit strike. Ooh. That's not what I was thinking, but surface trot as well. Hang on. Pets. No, that's not right. Hang on, let's try this again. Pet. That's also not what I'm after. What am I trying to do here? Right, a new spell. Spell. Pet spells. There it is. Raw sacrifice. Wait, where's more? Oh wow. Okay. Still water. Yeah. Surface trot allows the hunter and the water strider to walk across water. I'm gonna pop that on because that's fair. Look at that. That's interesting to know. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll make our... go back to Pour Don, I guess. And then... I don't know which one we're closer to. Let's aim for Pour Don. And then... That's such a useful thing. I thought it was only with Glimmer that you can do that. Well, we may keep it around, but we may not. We don't know. For now, I'll keep it around just because it's interesting, and I can still use it. No, we want to do that one. But to do that, there we go. We're going the right way. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Oh. Walking everywhere that we shouldn't be. There are more quests here. Ooh, hello, another person.
My goods are crafted with great care.
Yep. We can pop that on there. We can get rid of that. Alright. Is it Pour Don? Pour Don. I was gonna... Oh. Why am I lost? I feel lost. It is Pour Don, yeah. Okay, let's go this way for the flight path. I think it is because I am a massive bratwurst and I can't seem to read basic things, but that's okay. Right, there we go. Yeah, alright. Fly back up to Dawn's Blossom. Now we're kind of going a bit more inland, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look into Glimmer itself because it is a very pretty looking water skimmer. Let's see. This should show actually for Glimmer. Give a wow head. Whilst we're flying through, we might as well. Same model as that from the Emerald Dream, but it's got a different thing. Crasserang Wilds, Jungle Skitterer. Different. Lake Strider. Different. Glimmer Summit. Lightfoot Snapclaw, also different. River Strider, but that's from the Emerald Dream. Skimmer of Talon Steps. Skitterer Z. Oh, Skitterer Z. That's a battle pet. Is it? Yeah, that's a battle pet. God damn it. Surfing Strider. I know we've touched down. Give me a second. I'm almost at the bottom of this list. Swamp Strider looks a little better, and that's in the Dread Wastes. Veil Strider. There. Okay. Alright, cool. We'll leave that for now. We'll keep the Water Strider as is. We do have other quests here that we could be doing, but I'm going to prioritize the ones that we haven't already done. Plus, given our level, we're almost there. Alright, let's just check. Wonder Brew. That's the silk stuff. We've already done that. Alright, cool. Let's keep going to Tian Monastery. Okay. Okay, yep, darting the door, no problem, no problem. Porcupines and tigers. We'll leave them alone. And there's also this that we could just walk on. Look how much easier that is. Oh, those little tiger cubs. Adorable. But if we get hit, we immediately lose this. Which does suck, I will admit. It's not something I particularly like. However, it's a lot swifter to run away on the water. Okay, just died, no problem. Running away, that's a lot. Oh yes, of course, that was under the floor, wasn't it? Yeah. No problem. We'll just make our way up. Up and up and up and up and up. Here we are, Tian Monastery. I can't remember how far I got into this, but I remember this bit. And we'll go this way around. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look up the achievements. I feel like that's probably a decent idea. Just to figure out what we've done, what we haven't done, because I don't want to, repeat myself too much, I guess. That's why I went one horde, one alliance, so we don't do the exact same stuff. We'll take the flight path first of all. Thank you. Discovering all this cool stuff, and Lynn. Welcome to Tian Monastery. Okay, you've arrived at an exciting time. High Elder Cloudfall has agreed to take on a new class of trainees within the monastery. This could be my big chance to finally learn how to fight. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, cool. How strange to have such a foreign-looking hunter visiting our temple. Are you here to study? You look very strong. I wouldn't have any trouble getting accepted into the monastery. You should talk to the High Elder up on the balcony above. Sure, we can do that right now. Speak with the High Elder on top of the tower at Tian Monastery. And we're going to go all the way around. There we go. High Elder Cloudfall. Welcome to Tian Monastery. I see Young Ling has helped you understand the role we fill here at the Hilltop Village. We are unaccustomed to outsiders. You would do us a great honor to train alongside our younglings. We do not have anything to offer you, Hunter, except knowledge and perhaps an appreciation of what it means to be a Pandaran. Sure. If you are interested in training with us, speak with me again at the banquet tables later this evening.
Welcome.
And then we are a courteous guest. I heard the High Order wants you to train with us. There's going to be a banquet for us at the trainees. And you should probably bring a gift as a sign of courtesy. The oranges in the south grove of the temple are extra sweet right now. Bring some back for the banquet. So we need to gather 8 ripe oranges from the orange groves south of Tian Monastery. Sure. We'll switch that back since we're on the mount. Spirit guide. And we go. As I say, we're absolutely blitzing through this as quickly as we can. And it might just be, actually, that if we can get... it might be either this... It probably won't be this level, but it'll probably be next... Not level. This episode. It'll probably be next episode where we hit 86. I don't really remember. I'll look back at it on post, and I will try and figure out where we started initially earlier today. Oh, fucking hell, I'm going for the wrong one. Jesus Christ. It's got to be all the way around there, isn't it? I was fucking wondering, like, wasn't it supposed to be within the monastery? Yes, it is, dickhead. You're just following the wrong fucking thing. You know what I'll do, actually? I'll abandon this quest. Just so it doesn't keep getting in the way. Oh. Wise Yang Ye. Way, even, sorry. And apprentice brewmaster. Cool, that's fine. This was... Where do we need to go from here? Just on the side of the cliff area. Water Strider not really doing well with mountainous areas, but that's okay. There we go. Is this the right area? This is where we came up. One was a big jump. There. There we go. Oh. Greenwood Fiefs. No worries, we'll take these oranges. We'll kill you, first of all. And you didn't even drop any oranges for us. That's interesting to know. Take that. You just nick that, you little bastard. We'll take that. And that. Nope, mine. That's mine. Okay, and then that one was just thrown. Ah, you bastard. Okay, there it is. These little fucks. Okay, there we go. Bring some ripe oranges back. Leave the Greenwood Fiefs alone. Oh, there was more up here. That's embarrassing. Okay. I think I said that last time as well, which is kind of funny. Alright. Tier Monastery.
Greetings.
Hand that in. Yes. These will do perfectly. What a thoughtful gift, Sparrow. Me? I'm bringing beer. Alright, sweet. The banquet should be starting any time now. Go find the High Elder and pay your respects. I'll be right behind you. So we need to speak with High Elder Cloudfall at the banquet grounds in Tian Monastery. And it should be here, and not the first, but the second right. Here it is. Welcome to the great banquet. High Elder Cloudfall awaits you at the back table. Aye, that he does, and everyone's slightly pissed. Welcome, Sparrow. We're honoured to have you as our guest. Today we celebrate not only your arrival, but the initiation of a new class of trainees within our monastery. Please enjoy the food and drink that we have prepared. When you are ready, I would like to introduce you to some of the monastery's instructors. Okay. Let's skip ahead to the good part. We've already done this. Are you certain? The trainers would love to meet an experienced hunter like you. I'm certain. Let's go with the fighting. We've already done this once, we don't need to do it again. That concludes our instructions. You should be ready to begin your training. That is, after you're ready to begin your training, after we have one more mug of ale. Perhaps two, shall we? Absolutely. Oopsie doopsie. It's my knee just slamming something off the table. And everybody's gone. Eating is a form of training too, you know. Okay, your training starts now. Does not look up from his bowl. Hey, new guy, glad to see you survived the banquet. Trial 1 complete. He eats noisily. You better speak up with the instructor, Zan. He's expecting you from your daily exercises. He continues eating. You suspect that he's done talking to you. Okay, fair enough. We don't have many rules here, but we do have one particular rule that is worth remembering. If you want to eat, you have to work. Groundskeeper Wu can give you the chores for the day. He's in the market to the west. Report to Groundskeeper Wu. Alrighty, that's everything here. Let's get stuck in. Groundskeeper Wu. No, that's Master Stonefist. Okay, let's talk to him. Alright,
What
human.
do you need?
I'd like to see what you're really made of. You'll find my pupils all over the monastery. Challenge them to fight. Push them to their limits. They'll have been instructed to do the same to you. Win or lose, you both will come out of the fight stronger. Sure.
Oh,
Let's go for it. And we almost killed him. Masses. Yeah.
Tell me
Good.
of your
Thank you.
travels.
I like to think I am too. Excellent.
Oh, hello.
You get
Greetings.
help if the other person was also kicking the shit out of them, even a little bit. Something.
Welcome.
Greetings.
Do two at a time. And do two at a time. Barely even breaking a sweat. That's 6.
Tell me of your
That's
trouble.
5. That's
hello.
5. Let's go. Okay, get you 2. You're not gonna need that. Just do that instead. There it is. Done.
Hmm?
Okay, he eyes you warily. Alright, I've seen enough. No more beating up the younger pupils. We'll proceed to the next
White
phase.
tiger watch over me.
Alright, if you're strong enough, I give you strength. If you're weak, then I give you encouragement. If you are my enemies, then I give you my fist, several times over if necessary. So there's ZZ the Dexterous, which I remember. Upon the hills to my right, you'll find a hosen named ZZ. He too won enough sparring matches to move up the ranks. I think he'll provide you with more of a challenge. Challenge him and try and defeat him. Sure, no problem.
Enough of that.
And then Hushin. The Jinyu are long-standing allies of the Pandaran as we welcome any of their kind into our monastery. Hushin, one of their elder shaman, is one of our newest trainees. His skills as a monk are mediocre at best, but he's still a fierce combatant. He should provide you with the challenge that you deserve. Challenge and defeat Hushin at Tian Monastery.
White
Sure
tiger
thing.
watch over you.
Let's get started. So we got to the right. There he is over there. ZZ. I will switch out actually, just so that I have someone reliable. Kumar, but then I also am curious about this. Aurora Courage and Pat's attack speed, all of these he can do. Oh. So instead of using Prowl, which I don't use, I can use Heart of the Phoenix instead, which will bring him back to life. That's pretty cool. So Rourke. Alright, let's get up there and start this fight off. It's easy. Oh, yes, hang on. What I'll do is I'll pop this on here like that. As a buff? No? Has it got to be the pet bar? It does. Okay, no problem. We'll pop it there. You wanna fight? Let's go. Where is the challenge? Oh. Uh-oh. Did I speak too soon? No. Alright, hang on. We're going to get back into there. We're going to get back in. Give us a second. Is the server down? Oh. Damn it. The server's down. Guys, I'm terribly sorry. We're going to have to call it there. Thank you very much, everybody, for rocking up. We'll have to kick the shit out of this monkey next week. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.